Hello, and welcome to day 2 of the Reframe and Reclaim 5-day mini course. I am excited. Today, we're going to be focusing on rewriting the narrative, shifting your mindset, and reclaiming your power. Now, before I begin, I just want to go over a disclaimer. The thoughts and views shared in this presentation should not be viewed or substituted as for mental health counseling. Okay, if you are experiencing mental health crisis, please reach out to a mental health professional. If you go to the overview slides, you can find numbers if you need some assistance. Okay, so I'm excited on this journey for you. We are stepping into this wonderful day of reclaiming the narrative, and we're going to rewrite a new narrative, which is going to help you build your new truth. Okay. So, before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on day 1, which was awareness and reflection. Okay. So, yesterday we focused on building awareness, recognizing the patterns, beliefs, and internal dialogues that have shaped your identity. And I want you to ask yourself these 2 questions. What limiting beliefs or thought patterns did you notice come up for you? And how did bringing awareness to those thought patterns and limiting beliefs change your perspective, right? So awareness is just the foundation for change. Today we're taking it a step further by rewriting the narrative, transforming those limiting beliefs into empowering ones that actually serve you. All right. So the agenda for today is understanding the power of mindset shifts, identifying limiting beliefs, reframing negative self-talk, embodying your narrative, and setting an intention for change. And that intention also includes an action. So this is not just intention, it's actually putting the intention in motion. All right. So you have to take action if you want to be successful. That's just the bottom line. All right. So, step 1 is identifying a limiting belief. Now that you built awareness, let's identify a specific belief that has been holding you back. Think of a belief that limits your potential, right? Maybe something like, I'm not good enough, I'll never be financially stable, I'm not lovable, I'm not capable, right? And let's say your limiting belief is, I always procrastinate and never get things done, okay? I want you to write down your belief. I want you to be completely honest with yourself. This is not a place of judgment or condemnation. This is just saying, hey, this is where I am, right? And this is the belief that has influenced your emotions, your decisions, and your behaviors. But today, we are changing that and we are taking back that power. All right. So, like I said, I want you to choose an area where you feel stuck. What belief in this area makes you feel limited? I want you to also really take the time and think about where you believe this belief originated from. Was it childhood? Did someone, you know, make you feel unworthy? Was it a parent? Was it, a peer? How did past experiences influence this, limited belief? And how has this belief shaped your actions and your choices? This is where you take accountability. It's like you're not judging yourself, but you're saying, you know what? This limited belief, because I had this limited belief, I can see how I acted out that narrative. That narrative showed up in this situation or this scenario, right? If that makes any sense. I hope that makes sense. To me, it makes sense. All right. So, step 2, now let's shift that belief into an empowering truth. Take your limited belief and flip it into a new supportive statement that aligns with your potential, all right? Here's how. If your belief is, I'm not good enough, reframe it into, I am capable and deserving of success. If your belief is, I always procrastinate and never get things done, reframe it into, I am learning to take action and complete things step by step. If your belief is, I am not lovable, reframe it into, I am worthy of love just as I am. So let's go back to our procrastination example, okay? Instead of saying, I always procrastinate and never get things done, instead say, I take small steps every day to complete my task. All right. Now I want you to read that statement out loud. Whatever it is that you wrote down, read it out loud, take it all in. And how does that feel? Just observe how that feels within your body. Where do you feel that in your body? And I will tell you this, when you start this process, um, your subconscious, or your ego, I should say your ego, will make you feel like you're being an imposter. And that is normal, okay? So don't beat yourself up, right? We are in the process of changing a a long running paradigm. And it's going to take a minute for your subconscious to catch up and for your ego to be silenced, all right? So this shift is not about forcing positivity, it's about choosing a belief that supports your growth, okay? Step 3 is embodying the new narrative, right? Reframing your beliefs is a powerful step, okay? But real transformation happens when you put it into action, okay? So I want you to notice when the old belief arises. And I can tell you this from personal experience, right? And luckily I have the tools to challenge that. But I can tell you. So I've been on this journey for a while now, and I am now in the flow, and I'm now living the life that I want, and I'm embodying that life, right? But sometimes I will see flickers of the old life come back. There will be a thought that comes in, like, who am I to be a coach? What do I know? Like X, Y, and Z, or something about money, or things like that. And even when I sleep, sometimes, like, I would have dreams, and I had a dream yesterday where there was someone trying to break into my house. And normally in my dreams, my house reflects my consciousness, right? It reflects my mind. And so the interpretation that I got from that dream was that the old habits, old belief systems were trying to come back in. You have to understand this. Your ego has been running the program for such a long time. For as long as you have been alive, well, when your ego develops, I think it's around when you're 7. But since you're 7 years old almost, your ego has been, running the show, right? And what happens is it says, yeah, I tell them, well, I make them believe they're not worthy, but guess what? For the last 35 years, nothing's happened to them. Like, I kept them alive. So we're going to keep that narrative because that narrative is safe, even though it's actually detrimental, right? So whenever these old thoughts come back, we have to replace it with your empowering statement. So by you saying this statement one time is not going to do the work. This is a repetition thing. This is a repetitive thing that needs to happen, right? Your subconscious thrives on repetition. So the more you replace those limiting beliefs with your empowering statement, then guess what happens? Your subconscious is like, okay, okay, right, all right, this is truth. And then not only by you repeating those statements, but you visualizing them as well, your your subconscious is like, I like this reality, right? And then the more you do that, you quiet your ego, right? You quiet those limiting beliefs, you quiet those false narratives, okay? So when you catch yourself listening to the limited beliefs, consciously replace it with your statement. And then 2, take one action today that aligns with your new belief. So let's say, you have your empowering statement. Um, you know, I'm not I'm not lovable. Or let's do I procrastinate. We'll just use the procrastination one again. Um, if your belief was I always procrastinate, and your new belief is I take small intentional steps every day to complete my task, your action should be setting a timer for 10 minutes and working on something that you've been avoiding, right? And this is especially beneficial when you are aware of those thoughts. And as I said in the last video, we don't want to be on autopilot. We want to be active observers of our lives. We want to live intentionally. So that means you have to be able to guard your house, which is your mind. That means you have to be able to pick up when your mind is going in a direction that you don't want, or thoughts are coming in that aren't beneficial to you. Okay. If your old belief was, I'm not good enough, and your new belief is, I am capable and deserving of success, your action could be saying yes to an opportunity that challenges you instead of doubting you. So if you have been shunning things like, oh, that's too hard for me, that is the time to actually do it. Do it, right? And yeah, because one of the ways that we combat fear is through facing it, right? So every time you act in alignment with your new belief, you rewire your brain for everlasting change, or I should say create lasting change. Everlasting change, what is that? But create lasting change. So step 4 is setting an intention for change, right? Affirmation, I have the power to rewrite my story. You're going to release old narratives that no longer serve you. Step into your worth with confidence and write down one action step to reinforce your new belief, all right? So your internal narrative shapes your external reality. Have you ever heard of that saying, as above, so below, as within, so without? Same concept in regards to um, your internal and external worlds, right? Your external world is just a reflection of what is going on internally, all right? So we need to make changing the narrative a daily practice. So you need to do reframing practices every day. Align your actions with your new mindset. Take one step every single day. And most of all, be compassionate with yourself. This is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? You're doing years, possibly decades. You are, rewiring your brain, I'm trying to say, after decades of programming, okay? It takes time, all right? So this is not a one and done thing. This is about understanding your worth, that you are worth the daily investment, okay? You need to invest in yourself, take small steps. The universe is not asking you to, you know, go from, drawing a house on a paper to building the Empire State Building. No, it's just saying, okay, the first thing you can do is control your thoughts and then control what you say. And then build on that and it will take care of the rest. Okay. So your transformation has begun. Okay. Um, your internal narrative shapes your external reality. Practice reframing your beliefs daily. Align your actions with new mindsets. Um, this is an amazing time. You have the power to rewrite your story. You are capable, worthy, and in control of your future. Now, this is an affirmation I want you to say. I was talking to you, but I want you to make it personal. I state your name. I, Rachel Wilson, have the power to rewrite my story. I am capable, worthy, and in control of my future. You have this, friend. You have this. I am so, so proud of you. So before we end, I do have a slight speech impediment. Before we end, I want you to do this quick exercise. I want you just to hug yourself. Just to hug yourself and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And I want you to take a couple of breaths in through your nose. Close your eyes. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Relaxing with each breath. Place your hand in your heart. Go back to a time or an event, or a situation where you experience gratitude, and bring that into this present moment. I want you to thank the universe for who you are. You are a wonderful being, deserving of all the good. You are here now because it is your time to change your life. All things happen in divine timing. Life was not meant to hurt you or harm you, but it was meant to propel you. Life is happening for you, okay? So after you hugged yourself and you did your little breathing, I want you to say to yourself, I got this. I got this. And I want you to feel it. All right. This has been a great day. So thank you so much for joining me for this day 2. I cannot wait to deal with you, or not deal with you, see you for day 3. Can't believe I said that. Okay, like I said yesterday, this is about progress, not perfection. Okay, so I cannot wait to see you on day 3. Okay, so congratulations, you've taken another step. You are on your way to creating your best life. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.